What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Entre back with another video. Right now, I am in New Mexico. Just got done delivering that load that I took to Nevada for $7,500. My first direct customer load. But this video is not about that. While I was driving, I got about a 10-hour drive left. And since I'm going back east, the sun coming up is actually pretty, you can actually see me when I record now. I decided to say, why not make a video about what's going on in the hotshot industry? Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but a lot of people, including me, everybody who was posting videos on hotshot kind of disappeared. So I know a lot of people are probably wondering why. Well, the short and simple answer is the load board sucks. The load board sucks. I'm going to show you guys a screenshot of some messages of a broker. And before I go too deep into what the messages actually say, brokers have too much of an ego in this industry. Like, they are really, I think you guys think we're just talking about some of these brokers. Some of them, they don't give the right dimensions for freight. They don't like to give all the information for the load. They give inaccurate pickup and delivering addresses, which all of that's fine, but when it comes to running your business, what you know it costs to run your business, you telling them what it costs to run your business, and they just don't care. But with this example, I don't know what this broker had going on. I don't know who pissed in his cereal, but I called him on a Wednesday. I seen a load coming to Hereford, Texas. I think it was around Amarillo, Texas, and I was like, you know what, I might end up dead heading back to Texas anyway. Why don't I go ahead pick up this parcel if it's a decent price? So I called him. I say, hey sir, my name is Mike. As soon as I got there, he says, what do you want? Now keep in mind, this load has only been posted for like a minute or two. Like when you're calling on these loads, it's super competitive. You gotta book it then and there if you want that load. Even if it's a day or two in advance, that's how you stay ahead. So like I said, as soon as he picked up the phone, hey, it's Mike with Hotshot Trucking, how you doing? And I'm trying to create conversation. You always want to have like a good vibe, good morning, good afternoon, how are you doing? Keep it professional as possible. So I did that, and he was like, what do you want? I'm like, I wanted to say, excuse me, like, what do you mean what do I want? You're a freight broker, and I'm obviously a carrier calling on the load. I was like, yeah, I'm inquiring about this load picking up in such and such Arizona going to Hereford, Texas. And he was like, yeah, what about it? I was interested in it. He was like, well, I'm not taking any trucks. He said something like, I think he said, I'm not taking any trucks until Thursday. It was Wednesday. I'm not taking any calls until Thursday. So I thought he was basically saying like the truck, like he needed a truck on Thursday. I was like, oh my bad, I seen it was posted for Friday. He was like, yeah, it is posted for Friday, but I'm not taking any calls till Thursday. And I was just like, okay, all right, sir. And he hung up on me. So it's just like, dude, it's so, and then the text messages. So I think it was like 6 o'clock Mountain Time, so it was maybe 5 o'clock his time. So I'm still trying to get the load. I'm putting my ego to the side. I'm not in my feelings. Like whatever he was in his feelings about, that's with him. But I was just trying to find something east. So I just tested something. I said, let me basically not beg him, but hit him up. Hey, I'm Mike with Hotshot Trucking, trying to get this load and see what he has to say. And he says blocked. I'm like, man, I'm not trying to give you a hard time, dude. I'm just trying to find something going east. That's exactly what it was. And he sent blocked again. So just keep that in mind, man. Some of these dudes don't give a crap. They don't give a crap, man. They feel like they don't need you. Just like how we have the access to, we have the ability to accept the decline loads. They can accept and decline a carrier based on how they feel. You know what I'm saying? It's purely based on how they feel. Like, they don't even have to run your MC number, none of that. If they just don't like the way you sound, they feel like you don't speak good English, they feel like you're maybe not professional enough, whatever the case may be. Maybe it's your dialect. I'll probably hit you guys up after I get fuel, and we're gonna talk about another topic too. All right, I know I'm gonna have a little shade over me, but hopefully y'all can hear me pretty clear. So I want to talk about this topic with trucking. We know rates are low. We know they're getting to the point to where even if you got minimal costs, you're barely making any money after the maintenance. And this is for the people who are just running spot loads that don't have direct customers, direct broker lists, people who they can depend on to get a load, at least one load coming outbound type of deal. You're just fully relying on the load board. I see time and time and again, it's always two narratives that's pushed about. You got one where it's just like, if you can't survive in this market, it's because your overhead's too high. Then you got another one that says, these rates won't get better until we stick together, and then a change will come. And if we stop taking freight, if we park our trucks, they'll have to pay more, right? They'll have to pay more. There's problems with both, but I'm sticking more with, we need to get our cost to operate down. Maybe the prices that we seen in 2020 and 2021 due to the pandemic were just euphoric. Everybody, including business and corporations, just got a lot of free money to do, a lot of spending ahead of time. So now their budget is cut lower. They're not buying as much product. This product is sitting at the shippers. Therefore, we don't have loads, ourselves. I just seen Mark the Mentor post. Shout out to Mark the Mentor, but he just posted that even C.H. Robinson, the largest brokerage, has laid off 650 people last week, and they're looking to lay off like another 1,000 to 1,200. Shout out to him, man. I should leave that video in the description. It was a great video. But yeah, back to that point. This is why I feel like, and this is just my opinion, why people will never stick together. I was just talking to Maya about this the other day. We are too divided in this country to agree on anything. Everybody values their opinion way too much, because at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff is just politics, which I'm not going to get into politics on this channel. I'm just going to get into how much we as individuals, even as truck drivers or whatever they want to call us, we value our opinion, even as business owner. My business cost may be different from your business cost. That's different from Paul's business cost. That's different from James' business cost. But even with that, right? Just within the community of Hotshot, we're divided with non-CDL Hotshot and CDL Hotshot. Even in the trucking community, period, you got dry van, reefer, and flatbed, open deck in general, which, yeah, those are just different markets, but everybody has a certain demeanor about themselves. Everybody has an opinion about what everybody else is doing. So until we come together and realize we're all getting screwed over right now, it's not going to change. But this is the problem. A dry van may feel like the reason why their freight is worse is because the little bitty box trucks keep taking their rates for cheaper. That's running their lanes down. And same thing for flatbeds on our end. They think, hey man, you should be making $4 a mile, $5 a mile too. If not, y'all just running the flatbed lanes down. And I think that little nitpicky thing, when they see us at the truck stops, they probably think, oh, these freaking hot shots and these box trucks are taking our truck parking. I really feel like there's a certain type of, the super trucker community, whatever you want to call them, that does not have any appreciation for LTL freight carriers. So because of that division, I don't think truckers are gonna get together and block the highways and demand for a change of this. We want broker regulation. We want government regulation on the brokers, when it's like, dude, that's not gonna help with anything, probably. That's just my take on it. That's my opinion. Sorry for the quality. I know the sun's kind of beaming in different ways, but y'all let me know what y'all take on that, man. Other than that, like I said, man, I've just been dealing with some rude, entitled brokers. I don't want to name out any certain brokerages, but I do think a lot of people who make content on social media, no matter what platform, we got to be more realistic about what we're putting out there. I know even myself, I put out a load, $7,500, but it's rare. It's once in a blue moon. Like I said, that was my highest paying load. It's not going to happen every week. I wish it did. Even if I get set up with them as a vendor, they say they may have a load like once every 2 months going out there, which that's still pretty good. It's a start, but you can't just have one customer and make it in this industry. You got to have 3 to 5 to 7 to 10. Like, you got to have plenty of people you can call to get freight. This is the last thing I want to touch up on. The last layer of division in trucking, in my opinion. It's the pre-COVID and post-COVID truckers. Even if you started 1 year before, the pandemic happened, I guess 2019 and before, anybody who was trucking before then feels like, there were 200,000 new authorities since then after COVID. And of course they feel like this messed up when y'all got here. You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of people were leaving when COVID first hit due to, going out of business. It's our fault, for wanting to make a change. A lot of people were laid off from their jobs. People like me felt like college, just wasn't worth it anymore. I just said that point to say we are too divided to come together for anything. I'm not saying I don't think that's not what should happen. I think that's what should happen. We should come together. We should work together, but you want to rely on yourself. You don't want to depend on the next person to get their stuff together, then come back to the table. We need to keep working on ourselves. Let politics do their thing. But what would be my solution for that then? Why address a bunch of problems? Why address a bunch of problems if there's no solution? I think the only solution we can have for short term right now is working on yourself, paying off your debts, getting your overhead down as low as possible. That's my plan. Other than that, just staying positive. Don't follow social media too much. Just worry about what's in front of you. Don't listen to anybody telling you that it's easy. If anybody's telling you that it's easy, it's not. It's simple, but it's not easy. So, other than that, man, y'all just stay safe. If you're still researching into this industry, keep researching. Don't just watch me. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and then drop a comment on your thoughts on some of the things I said. And this is another thing I wanted to say too with brokers. Just find your own customers. We got to find our own customers. And I want to say cancel them out, but it's going to be darn near impossible to cancel them out 100%. That's what we can do. We can establish a good relationship with the decent brokers that's out there in your area and only run with those brokers, or find your own customers. Find your own customers. Like I said, man, just like the video. I'm trying to be more consistent. Y'all let me know if y'all been liking these vlogs. Peace.